Universal Orlando just opened a new tribute store for the summertime. The theming of the tribute store is an 80s movie theater. Is there even a better way to start off the summer than to go to the movies? Now playing all of your favorite 80s movies. Yes, I will be talking about potential Easter eggs for Halloween Horror Nights, such as this movie poster for The Thing. This was a house at HHN in 2011, but I don't think it's a house this year. The first room, aka the first 80s movie you run into, is E.T. You run right into E.T. in Elliot's room. This room was done so well. The attention to detail straight from the movie is incredible. Look at this light switch. It actually turned on the lamp on Elliot's desk. So if you want to mess with your friends, go for it. Inside the tribute store has more E.T. merchandise than even the E.T. ride. It's been a while since I've seen E.T. all the way through, but even I appreciated all the detail. There was a calendar on the wall for October 1981, which is when part of the movie takes place. But also, come on, Halloween Horror Nights. I mean, look at this hat. It looks like Dustin's hat. Dustin from Stranger Things. Yes, I know that's Elliot's hat, but let's just pretend it's Dustin's hat. Okay, on to the details. Look at this fishbowl, the spilled can of Coke. All these details are incredible. Let's look at Elliot's bed. If you couldn't tell, I'm super excited for Halloween Horror Nights. I mean, look, an Annabelle doll. Annabelle, is that a confirmation for a house? Probably not. But I do love how the Hulk makes multiple appearances throughout this part of the tribute store. Let's look at more details. Yes, all of these details are from the E.T. movie, but I can't lie, they do give me Stranger Things vibes. I love the 80s, I love all these board games. I really hope that Stranger Things makes an appearance at HHN. The back of Elliot's room has more E.T. merchandise. If you're an E.T. fan, you have all the merchandise you could ever need in this room. Also, there was a detail in here that I think most people missed, but this little card here is the little card they used to give you on the E.T. ride. Yarg, ye mateys, it be time for Jaws. I have not seen Jaws in many years, but I still really enjoyed this section of the tribute store. If you remember the Jaws ride, you will absolutely love this part of the tribute store. Unless you really didn't enjoy the ride, maybe you rode the ride and you got very scared and now you're terrified of sharks, then maybe you should skip this part of the tribute store. Otherwise, enjoy. And as for me, I was fortunate enough to ride the ride as a kid, and I loved it. I could not believe my eyes. I could not tell the difference between that animatronic shark and a real shark. I had no idea what was going on, and I thought the entire thing was super immersive, and I would honestly love to see Universal bring back the Jaws ride. In one way or another, they could do it. Maybe make it like the Great Movie Ride instead of at Disney, make it at Universal. So if you love the movie or miss the ride, definitely check out the tribute store. Halloween 2 coming soon. I mean, come on. I hope that Halloween makes an appearance in Halloween Horror Nights. There's been rumors about it for months. Now it's time to go back to the 80s with Back to the Future in Theater 3. Let's check it out. As you step into the Back to the Future section of the tribute store, you really feel like you just entered Doc's house. There are clocks everywhere and crazy blueprints to different time contraptions. There are so many Easter eggs around the room, including Tales from Space, which is a book that they reference in the movie. They also had the giant amplifier that Marty tried to play in the movie. And here's the iconic model that Doc made so he could show how he would time travel. When I first saw this grandfather clock, I thought, what a cool display case. And then I saw Stranger Things Season 4 and I was like, Stranger Things, it has to be confirmed, right? Despite how much I love Halloween Horror Nights and Stranger Things, I really did enjoy all the Back to the Future merchandise. I used to love this movie. Actually, I still love this movie. And they had so much fun merchandise in here. It's nice to see Back to the Future getting some more representation at Universal. Plus, who doesn't want an out-of-time license plate? And these t-shirt designs Universal really nailed. They even have hoverboard merchandise. Hoverboard merchandise. Who does not want that? They also had a guitar used in the movie signed by Michael J. Fox. They even had the hoverboard signed by the cast. The last room in the tribute store was themed like a movie theater concession stand in the 80s. The last part of the tribute store, I absolutely freaked out when I saw the Confrontation photo op from the 1990s is back at Universal. For those of you who don't know, Confrontation is the first Kong ride at Universal. I am so honored just to touch the photo op. Universal, I need to know, was that the original one? Because if it was, I'm gonna freak out. Anyways, you can also purchase other 80s and 90s movie merchandise. Now it's time for the grand finale for Halloween Horror Nights Easter eggs at the tribute store. Just take a look at this table here. There are so many Easter eggs, from the Wolfman on the far right hand side because he's confirmed for a house for sure, to the Bugman in the middle because there's an insect house apparently, to the mummy mug at the very top because that's also confirmed. They're honestly just teasing us here, especially this mummy mask. The mummy is confirmed along with the Wolfman and Dracula. This next part is probably the biggest Halloween Horror Nights reveal because these posters were in Slaughter Cinema, which was a house a few years ago at Halloween Horror Nights. I know there was a lot of Easter eggs for Halloween Horror Nights throughout the tribute store, but let me know if I missed any in the comments down below. Now it's time for confirmed Halloween Horror Nights. Here is the merchandise for the Universal Monsters house this year with the Mummy, Wolfman, and Dracula. This merchandise is on display at the 5 and Dime store at Universal Studios. That was a Christmas ornament that they do every single year, but this year it was the Universal Monsters. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm super excited for Halloween Horror Nights. I hope you are too. If you like this video, maybe give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I really enjoy your support. Thank you for watching. Peace.